Hello everybody and welcome back to PodFoxPlays.hack.gu, where already this is the first thing we see. Tourism ambassador. Popular celebrity Salvador Ihara has been chosen to become Brazilian tourism's goodwill ambassador. A ceremony to commemorate the occasion was held at the Brazilian embassy in South Ayama. Salvador Ihara was born to Japanese parents in the former capital of Brazil, Salvador City. Proud of his Brazilian birth and Saitama breeding, Ihara is well known for being a Brazilophile, making time in his busy schedule to visit 6 times every year. Upon receiving a hand-carved decoration made of jacaranda, he said, "In a rare moment of restraint, soccer and carnivals in Rio are not all Brazil has to offer. As ambassador, I would like to show everyone the Brazil they have never known." Naturally, upon being welcomed by 2 beautiful samba models, he returned to his usual flirtatious self. As his status grows with the success of his movie, is there any limit to how high Salvador can climb? I mean, I have to give it to him, man. He's working it well. Seaweed, the savior of clean energy. Although nuclear power, oil, and other fossil fuels have all had their day in the sun, the current baby of the energy world is hydrogen. Cars that run off of hydrogen-burning fuel cells are now commonplace, and hydrogen-based power plants have become essential in our daily lives. Now, Hisako Kawashima, professor of microbiology at Takayama University, has succeeded at producing millions of times the normal amount of hydrogen by mixing a certain kind of microbe with a genetically engineered seaweed known as Chlamydomonas. That's definitely a twister. In recent years, the rate of hydrogen production has fallen steeply, and scientists all over the world have been searching for alternative methods of attaining it. Chlamydomonas was first discovered to sometimes produce hydrogen in certain environments by a scientist from Chicago University in the 1930s. Further research discovered ways to have the seaweed produce hydrogen consistently, but until today the rate of production was so poor that almost no one would consider it to be viable. But now that Kawashima's research has proved bountiful, plans are already being made to shift hydrogen production from its original natural gas method to one that uses Chlamydomonas-based hydrogen production. In addition to being able to produce large amounts of hydrogen, has another big advantage. Hydrogen produced from natural gas releases carbon dioxide into the atmosphere during the process, albeit a tiny amount. But now with Chlamydomonas, the method used produces perfectly clean energy. Japan has already announced plans to supply all its existing hydrogen plants with the Chlamydomonas produced hydrogen within 3 years by building Hulishin Kalamishumuno plantations all across the country. Cars that have been equipped with electrical-powered gas engines that primarily use hydrogen and oxygen for energy. Many governments encourage citizens to use these cars thanks to their ability to function without producing carbon dioxide. Let's see. Violence feared in Kazakhstan protests. Protests in the Republic of... Is there a video? There's a movie.
Demonstrations began in the Central Asian Republic of Kazakhstan, some of which have turned to violent riots. Neighboring countries, fearing that the seeds of violence will spread to their soil, have sealed off their borders for now.
Oof, that hit a little closer to home than it needed to. Protests in the Republic of Kazakhstan, located in Central Asia, have escalated as riots and stores of other businesses have come under attack. Kazakhstan has been known as the elite nation of Central Asia for its long-standing economic growth fueled by its bountiful underground resources. However, this growth has led to an ever-increasing gap between the rich and the poor, which has caused a dissatisfaction within the government. In addition to the country's reliance on military and nuclear expansion instead of domestic policies has earned them much ire from other nations. Currently, Russia and other neighboring countries have sealed off their borders to prevent any similar protests on their soil. Oof. That's all I gotta say. It's oof. New art. Let's go. Holy crap. Proud Wind by Maria. Hello everyone, it's Maria. I drew another scenery picture and decided to try posting it. Oh, this is really kind of embarrassing. This time I drew a wasteland picture. They're very steep, unlike the grassy fields, but they're also very pretty. I love their proud atmosphere. Of course, I can't help but wish they'd put in more areas. What kind of areas would you all like to adventure in? And since I grew up in the mountains, I'd like to try exploring a forest. Blue Eye Samurai says, I prefer cities like Lumina myself, but nature can be great too. I could almost feel the cool wind from this picture. It's lovely. Mayako says, I love your scenery pictures, Maria, but wastelands are too small and scary for me. Maria says, thanks for all the kind words. I do my best to draw better and better pictures. Mayaka half, are you afraid of heights? I kind of like getting as close to the edge as possible, looking down myself. I'm still scared, of course, but I just have to see. I am like a thrill freak. Like, I love roller coasters and like doing those bungee things and all that. Like, I don't know. Like, I love the feeling about Blades. I'm in Moontree and I've been assigned to Lord Kaede's platoon. She's a wonderful, tolerant person. That aside, let us move on to the Blades from the title. Sometimes I see blades being raised in the wrong way, even in professional drawings. The proper way to raise a blade is to have the edge facing upward. For those who would be warriors, do not neglect your manners. Of course, the problem probably goes a bit deeper than that. It is easy to follow and devote yourself to someone else. Bring us the head of that Kaede person and show us how serious you are about raising your name. Aim for the top. What is wrong with that person? Who did this? Katsura? Sword Hunt. Mayaka has says that's Sword Hunt order. Katsura says a warrior's true pride is to be benevolent and loyal. I won't say that no one should try to climb to the top, but I do know that I am not that kind of man. I would appreciate if you would refrain from saying such volatile things. Beast Hunter K says, can I take that as a PK declaration? I would prefer not to engage in fruitless battle, but I do not know what to say. Blue Eye Server says, don't worry, I have no interest in Kaede or whatever her name is. I don't see much point in defeating someone I can defeat easily anyway. Of course, if you're really strong, it's a different story. Try your best at defeating her. I like this picture. I feel a soul within it. I look forward to seeing another soulful picture from you. Alright, Blue Eye Samurai, you said you don't see the point in defeating someone you can defeat easily anyway. Kaede is like, what, the basic number 2 of Moontree, because she follows Delcova around. She's got to be in her 80s, bro. 80 plus, easily 80 plus. I would love to see you try to 1v1 her and see if you get clapped. Our first party by Arius. I recently made a party for the first time. I was in Makanu and I worked in my courage and shouted, would anyone like to form a party with me? Then someone else said, indeed I would, in a deep chivalrous voice. Oh god, it's Kazubolo. Oh god. I was a bit eep when I first saw him, but the more I talked with him, I realized he was quite a gentleman. When we went off on an adventure, though, it was more healing than adventures for me. Those deep, dark eyes that look like they were peering into my soul. Oh god. Hello, I am Kazubola. Whoa, I look damn good. Much better than the real thing. I usually get really nervous whenever I party with a lady, but since I had just logged on after seeing the movie Soulman, I was able to play a more manlier role than usual. Let's go off again sometime. Do I detect the first signs of love? I like the figure skating mood of the picture. Alright. Goodness gracious. Alright. Takatopi. Hello everyone. Since our last post, I was looking for Mecha Grunt to give some chin spheres, and once I did, cha-ching! And the Mecha song played. It's been a while since my last art class, but I had to draw something since I couldn't contain my excitement. Just I was asking about my class grades. Well, it doesn't convey my awesomeness. He does explode at the end. Mecha, 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 Mecha Grunty. Julie says, I've helped them out lots of times, but isn't there some kind of reward for something after a while? Thanks to Mecha Grunty, I've had to run around scrounging up chins for his open doors more times than I care to remember. Seki Shina says, if he could transform into a larger version and join my party, I'd give him all the chin sphere he'd wanted. Still, that doesn't change the fact that I've given him lots of chin spheres and have nothing to show for it. You have to do it 51 times. After the first initial time, then you need to do it 50 times after. Trust me, I know. You are not the world's final hope, Kazubolo. I am constantly giving Mecha Grunty chin spheres in the hopes that he'll join my party someday, but it seems like he wants more and more times spheres every time I see it. Yesterday he asked me for 43. You're getting close, Kazubolo. You need 51 or 52 total, I forget. However, in the hopes of hearing the rest of the Mecha song, that's what my party calls it, they'll continue to give as many chin spheres as it wants. Kurama says, oh, congratulations on your first Mecha Grunty rescue. Not to mention the great picture. I would never have thought you had bad marks in art class. You do have to love that song, don't you? I love the way it explodes. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, it's adorable. It's Mellow Grunty. I drew this to keep up the Grunty theme. This is the one I met when I went to visit Moontree the other day. His name is Mellow Grunty. The Canard one was rare too, but I think I was surprised to see horns on this one. I think it must have loved fish since it kept drawing fish pictures. That's adorable. In the back alley. I was walking around my canoe and I saw a person casually walking along. Looks like the soul got sucked out of him. Totally entrance. I think that's entrance for that matter. Whoa, what's that coming out of his mouth? Vomit? No, that's his soul. He said it was his soul. I want to see Alkaid later. First party. I recently I partied up with Kamba Musa for the first time. This is a drawing of that time. Don't worry, I got permission. To sum up my experience, I have to say it was great. He was defeating monsters left and right. I had to battle for minutes on end. He didn't even blink when he was surrounded by no less than 3 monsters. He truly seemed like the invincible fist. He was awesome. Thanks to him, I leveled all the way up to 27 in one shot. I wonder if he'll party with me again sometimes. As for the drawing, I can't deny that it ended up a bit stranger than I intended. Still, what do you all think? I'd love to hear your comments, however sweet or harsh. Shamul says, I love it. You can almost see how strong he is. I'm surprised you were. Oh, Kamamusa looks awesome. I can just see him surrounded by monsters and not showing a bit of concern. Okay, I give up. You'll just have to invite me along to the party next time. I think your drawing is fine myself. It's very unique. The look of the muscles in the background meshes together very nicely. Marimo says, you partied with Kamamusa? A tribal grappler party, that'd be great. I second Jin. I'd like to join you sometime too, then I can quickly level up. Your drawing's really cool. The pop feeling it gives off. The handwriting looks good too. Looks great. Works great too. I feel like it's been designed very cohesively. Kamamusa says, it was a very good journey. Thank you for accompanying me. I enjoyed my first double grappler journey in a while myself. I think you've got the potential to get stronger and stronger yourself. The next time we'll invite Marimo along and as well to take a 3-person journey. That's a fantastic drawing. Solid says, a tribal grappler who fights only with his fist. That is just too cool. I can practically see the coolness leaking out of your picture. HO1 says, a tribal grappler only party, huh? Sounds like fun. Maybe I'll steal the idea and make a Steam Gunner only party sometimes. I think your drawing came together really well. The background and character works nicely together. Zeto says, thank you all for sharing your responses. It made me very happy to see what you all thought. I hope you'll do so again next time I post the drawing. Jin, Marimo, would you mind if I drew your characters next time? Oh crap, I've just double booked the both of you. Uh-oh. Alright, how does Alkaid look? Nice to see you all again. I'm sorry to say that I've been absent ever since my post. I love chiseled faces. I drew a goblin. For my first returning post, I went with something a little more full body. I figured, hey, these kinds of things aren't too bad once in a while. I used Alkaid as a model. Whew. Come to think of it, Alkaid's been on a comeback of sorts in the arena, hasn't she? I was surprised to see her in the Holy Palace tournament, doubly so when I saw she was fighting with Haseo. I thought they were still fighting. Did they make up or something? Anyway, I have to see them. I can't wait to see them keep winning. Siake says, you know, I haven't seen Master N from the Demon Palace much lately either. Could this be my chance to become the new Emperor? I'll have to be very sly in how I go about it. Kumo says, I love the cute round eyes. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Okay. Whew, that was a lot. Alright, what do we got? Acquisition conditions. Hi there, I'm Vertical Cupid and I'm totally into Crimson Versus. Currently I'm getting as many boosters as possible and building up my card collection, but there are some cards I want that I just can't seem to get. I'm sure these cards have some sort of acquisition conditions, but I have no idea what they are. I'm impressed that you're already at that point. That's really fast. My own collection is still full of holes. I just oh, okay. Log in regularly and keep throwing in a winning deck. As long as you keep an eye on your deck, the results will speak for themselves in short order. Renji, Baptism of Smile. You can get this one after ranking in the top 10. Impenetrable Barriers, top 25. Grim Reaper's Rondo's top 50. I don't know anymore. Tension says, so Renji, the fact you know all these conditions must mean you're already some kind of card freak. I'll throw in some information too. This is just a rumor I heard, but supposedly there are cards you can get from certain areas in the world. Oh, I have to look that up. It's just a rumor. This is some phenomenal treatment from the world's users. It's so mean it's almost refreshing. Maybe I should try playing the world too. Ranking info from Nuada. Since we haven't been able to see the rankings since the last upgrade, I decided to post the current one myself, which I got from a special source. Champions Gaspard. Wow. Niu Wang's rank 1. Beetlejuice is rank 2. Princess Saki is rank 3. Wow, I fought her in the arena. Renji's 4. Okay, Renji's I guess is pretty good then. I thought he was claiming all that bullcrap, but like, apparently he's just pretty high up there as a user. Mihirogi's 5. Nuada 6, Anderson 7, 8 is Sky, Shoho is 9, 10 is Pale. That's about the things are for now. Personally, I'm upset that I'm losing to Renji. Face says, thanks for the info, Nuwada. So Gaspar's at the top for this version too, huh? And after him is Neo Wang? I knew it. When the power balance is so unchanging, it almost makes you think that it's not worth trying to aim for the top. You just feel kind of spent. How on earth do you go about getting this good anyway? I guess it's a matter of experience. Judeka says, wow, the likes of Gaspar feels so far away now. These days I just find myself kind of floating around. Some days I win, some days I lose, though lately my losses have been going up. I keep experimenting with subjects while making little changes here and there to my main one, but nothing that seems to have any effect. Thanks again. I don't know what we would do without you. That's totally normal. We all go through that sometimes. Don't let it get you down. Just have fun for the likes of us regular folks. These days, it feels like Gaspar and others are so much more evolved than us. It's like we're not even in the same species anymore. Nogmun says, I'll never lose. I swear I'll catch up to the champion. My name isn't Nogmun. Now that I said that, I probably should go improve their version. Mitan says, good luck. You'll need it. Yeah, my rank's not going up either. I wonder what I need to get to go up. Oracle says, now, calm down. Boy, Renji must have it rough being loved so much. I know it goes up as long as you keep winning, but that's a lot easier said than done. I can manage to memorize the names and stats of all the cards, but it's another thing entirely to be able to make a deck that always wins. Gaspard! I can manage to memorize the names and stats for all the cards. If you can do that, you're practically there. Incidentally, I like to write down every card's strong points and weak points and rank them according to cost and effect. The most crucial thing when making a deck is information. When I special says, oh my god, he posted again. Are you sure about giving away your secret so easily? Aren't you afraid to listen to Neo Wang? Gaspar says Neo Wang's doing pretty much the same thing. We even showed each other our information files. Are you sure about giving away your secrets so easily? Cards are supposed to be fun, especially when we all get together. Let's become the star of cards by working together. I see you're still running rampant at the top. Nice to see you're at least good at cards. That's mean. I'll take the top for you in an instant. Just you wait. Hey, you may talk like you're stuff, but do you realize you're really just a big card freak? That's mean. I see you're still running rampant. Nice to see you're at least good at cards. That seems mean. I'll try this one. The other one just seemed like, oh, at least you're good at cards. Like he actually is just crap at everything else. That just seems unnecessary. Alright, now that we've gotten that out the way, I will be, you know, I will be ending the episode for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, subscribe if you guys would like to see more content. I can't speak English. Podfox's language apparently is not English. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.